What is up, you guys? We are here at Poured Wine, Beer, and Bubbly in Mansfield, Texas. We just got off work. We have grandparents in town, so we're like, let's step out and just have some us time.
Yes, we did.
And since we've been here, we're like, hey, I have all the recording equipment in my purse because I keep it with me now.
We are.
I have some pretty cool things in the works, Myka.
What were we discussing?
Well, we're about to get to what we're discussing. Make sure y'all check out Poured in Mansfield. It is Black owned. So, we got to come out and support our people. Not only that, but they have awesome community events and community gatherings. You can just tell this spot is like really all about the community. Right now, Kendra Scott's in here and there's some awesome deals going on. So, check it out. Might be your vibe.
Yeah, this is our our second date up here.
Yeah, it's their second time up here.
It's funny thing is, my bad. My homeboy was just texting me to do a podcast while I'm kind of doing a podcast with wifey.
See how he does me all. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all about Live Let Thrive podcast. Okay. So Live Let Thrive. How old is Live Let Thrive?
7 years, I want to say.
Okay, so
17 or 17.
17.
Right after we started our first one, we started.
All right, so it's how old is that?
8 years.
So Live Let Thrive podcast is 8 years old, and let me tell you that podcast. I did do the introvert voice of that podcast. That was the first time I've ever been on a podcast. Super blessed to be there. Don't get me wrong. But y'all, I was supposed to be a host of that podcast until Myka here ran away with my idea to another man.
What? That just came off wrong, but I see what you're saying. I didn't, actually, we had no podcast equipment or no podcast experience. And my homeboy ended up wanting to start a podcast, and I told him no a bunch of times. But then, I think
I
everybody...
didn't know about that part.
Yeah, I told him no a bunch of times. And I was like, he's like, come on, bro, there ain't no podcast about short-term rentals. And so I ended up doing one. I thought it'd just be one, and it turned into the Live, Let Thrive that y'all know today. But yeah, Mahogany is the intro voice on that.
Yeah. And what else am I? The visionary.
There you go. What is it that makes rocket fuel? Vision plus, I forgot what it is.
Vision and the work.
Innovation. Integration. Vision and integration create rocket fuel.
Yeah, we learned that at the big event. Basically, he was saying.
I learned that from Brandon Turner.
Where's Brandon Turner?
That was on the.
That was on the Brandon Turner podcast. Okay.
Yeah. He said.
I remember about the big event. It was right after the big event.
Yeah.
You sent me that podcast to listen to. So explain, no matter where it came from, break it down a little bit more, because that's good.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's basically, if you have a vision, you can visualize something. Let's say you visualize it. You can have the vision, but let's say you can't do the things to actually make that vision come to light. That's where you need, what is it called? Integrator to actually do the work. I'm more of a visionary. Mahogany's more the integrator, because even just right now with us, we're doing some business stuff. And just right now with us doing business stuff, I have a vision of how I want this thing to be done, but Mahogany has the integration skills to get it done. Okay, talk like this to this person, because we're trying to buy a house from a lady. And she knows how to talk to him to get him there, because she's the people person, I'm the behind the scenes person. So it works perfectly. And so for even her own business, right now, I've been telling people, let ChatGPT be your integrator. Or it can be your visionary if you don't have the, I don't know. You know what? I actually want to talk about this, because me and Brian pulling, my partner Brian pulling, shout out to Brian. He said, he actually said something very important the other day. He said, because he's a professional, he's a doctor, real sharp brother. And he said something I seen both sides of. He said, because he's a professor, he said students are starting to lose their critical thinking skills because of ChatGPT and AI. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, we can have a whole podcast on that. And I do think so. And I don't want to take over this conversation, but I think there's two types of people.
Do your thing, and I'll take over a conversation.
I think it's two types of people that use AI. I think there's visionaries and I think there's integrators. No, let me take that back. I think there's people who use ChatGPT to push forward their vision. And I think some people use ChatGPT for answers.
To create the vision.
To create the vision, yeah. Or you have people who just use it for answers. Therefore, they lose the critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
So I think Chat GPT and AI is starting to show like people who are comfortable being ordinary versus the person who wants to step outside the box and be like, just not live not live life by default, but live it by design.
Right.
So I so agree with that. Like, I think
Yeah. That's a good example of AI as it relates to being a visionary and being pretty much the one to put it into action.
Yeah.
Like the inventor, like I said, the one who actually puts the foot forward.
Yeah.
And I really like they said in every relationship, like you gotta have one or the other.
I agree.
I know a lot of times I feel like I'm giving you the idea, and all my friends will tell you when we're planning parties, when we're doing whatever. I'm like, let me know what you guys want to do and how it's supposed to go down, and I'll make sure it happens to the T.
Yeah.
So which one are you? Are you the one who comes up with the idea, or are you the one who's like, give me the plan and I'll make sure it happens? Like,
yeah. See, and that's what happened to me the other day, because like I was like, our short-term rentals, our mid-term rentals slowed down, and I was like, dang, how do I get these places filled? Like I know how to do it, but then I was like, oh shoot, let me use Chat GPT to find any new construction projects that are coming to this area.
Yeah.
And then I said, go pull the contractors for all those. Go pull who are the contracts for those, for all the new construction projects. And I pulled it, and I told our VA, because she's our integrator as well. I told Zyra, hey, call these companies, email them, and I had ChatGPT create a script for it too.
Yeah.
So it's like that, like, and I remember you, because like sometimes I'll be frustrated, and I know you would tell me, chill, you're the owner, you have the vision. Not everybody can just execute like you. And you've made me gain patience in that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff out here, y'all. Myka went on deep off on the AI. You know we're all about the AI. It's a good thing.
It's not AI. It's like, it's deeper than that. People.
It is deeper than that.
I really want you to talk about your story, though.
What story?
About people who live life by their rules. Because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You have a good story behind it.
How you want to roll into that? Go ahead.
Just talk about it. You're talking about your story. Tell your story.
What story, babe?
How people can't.
Story?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what type of person are you? Are you the buy the book type of person? Or are you the, hey, let's go buy the chairs of our coats type of person? Me? I'm the go by the coat tail type of person. Like, I'm the type of person who, as long as I'm not breaking a law or physically hurting somebody or emotionally hurting somebody or mentally hurting somebody, I feel like I'm in the clear to do what I want. Is that you?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it's not him. That's not him. So what happened was I was out with some friends, you guys, and there was too many people for the space. So I simply pulled a chair from a reserved table. A lot of the people were like, don't do that. Like, don't move the chair. It says reserved. And I'm like, wait, did they say, by the way, disclaimer, it was a completely empty venue. They're like, hey, don't move chairs because it says reserved over there. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, but has someone told us don't touch this chair? They're like, well, no, they didn't say don't touch the chair. It's just that table says reserved. In my mind, I'm like, so? When they move the chair, they'll come ask for it, right? Well, in some people's minds, Mike and I were discussing, they're so by the rules that you just don't even do it. If it's reserved, don't touch it. If it says don't go this, don't do it, don't do it. But I do have a line, you guys. If I'm breaking a law or hurting somebody, I'm not going to do it. But if I feel like it's no sweat off anyone's back, I can go to another example the same day, which made us really kind of ponder on this more deeper. Myka was like driving around. He was trying to drop me off for an event I was going to, and we were also doing a business call at the same time that started. So I was telling Myka to pull over. So we pulled over, and we're like pulled over like in valet. In my mind, I'm like, cool, stay here. Well, here comes valet. Tap, tap, tap on the window. Can I help you guys? Myka's like, oh, yeah, we're about to move. I'm like, yeah, we're just finishing a phone call real quick. We're going to park. So in my mind, Myka's going to stay parked there. We're going to finish the conversation. I'm going to get out. He'll go on his way. Myka starts to get out of the space of LA. By the way, disclaimer, there was no one in ballet. It was clear. You know, there was no cars waiting. We weren't disturbing anyone's peace. So yeah, Myka pulls off. And later I'm like, why don't you stay there? And he's like, it was ballet. And in my mind, there's not even ballet. We could stay right here until they need us to move. They'll tell us when it's time to move. So yeah, that's what we want to talk about.
Yeah, but in the sense that I was in was, I don't want to deal with people. So when I do something, I just don't want to deal with people. Now, Mahogany's comfortable dealing with people. Me, I don't really want to. Like, that's why I work with machines. Actually, even in our 9 to 5s, I work with machines. Mahogany works with people. Like, I couldn't do her job, and she probably wouldn't want to do mine because I don't want to deal. I don't want to talk to you.
The computer.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with people. Now, Mahogany's more like, I break certain rules. Like, for example, this is one that I break a lot. People are like, oh my God, you can't do that. Like, it's similar to parking like I did, but it's like, okay. Like, me and Mahogany both have handicap stickers because my parents gave them to me. And my mom, everyone knows my mom just had a stroke. So we always drive her around. Sometimes have my dad, whatever. So we use her handicap stickers. They're just in my car. So sometimes I'll forget my handicap sticker. And so, but I'll still park in a handicap zone. I'm like, oh, damn, I forgot my sticker. I'm like, who cares? I'll get out and go. But some people are like, oh my God, you can't do that.
No, you know what? I feel bad about that.
I do feel bad about it. I know what you mean because some people need it. However, this is how I do look at it as well. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, we're breaking a rule or something like that. I have never seen somebody get towed out of a handicap spot.
Either.
That's my point. Some people trip out about that. Like, you can't, it's certain things I'll do. I have another story too. Like, and this is more, I feel like what it does is it blocks you from thinking outside the box. For me.
Mm-hmm. Our son's sending screen time requests, you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, I think it blocks you from thinking outside the box. That's my whole thing. Don't block yourself from thinking outside the box. I think you block blessings that can come your way.
So don't do what?
Don't block yourself from thinking outside the box
because
I think it blocks you from receiving certain blessings.
Absolutely.
You feel like it has to be done this way or by the rules. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So there is a happy medium. I know there is, to following the rules and being a little lenient with the rules if it's not hurting anybody. And being a rule breaker for your benefit. Because if you're walking around worrying about what might happen, what's going to happen next, like that's too much stress on one brain. Like that's too much. Matter of fact, I didn't even think about if the manager walks up to me and asks me for this chair.
That's right.
You're thinking, oh my God, not you. Oh my God, they're gonna come ask me for this chair. I'm gonna have to be embarrassed by the whole room watching you put this chair back. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, here's a chair. Big deal, it's over, you know? So now the owner is asking what we're doing.
Similar.
So now we're gonna cut it. But thanks for tuning in. We just wanted to say hey and see what's going on. And that's it.
Bye. See ya.